Hi, my name is Tatiana Poblah. I'm an artist and I'm reclaiming my life in my 40s. Okay, so this week is going to be a very quick artist update. So the major thing is that I didn't really do much for art per se this week, but I did decide exactly how I'm going to be making the YouTube from this point on. So right now I have a lot of talking head videos where I share my experience, and I will continue some. But I realized as I've been doing them that they don't really bring me any joy. And so I wanted to show more the aspect of me creating and how I come about ideas and how I come about collections. And so that's what I will be doing this point forward as I continue on my YouTube journey this year. I feel like this year is mostly for experimenting and for trying new things with YouTube, as I not only see what works, but also what works for me. And so I'm very excited about that. That's the first thing. The second thing is that this week I got very serious about looking for a job. I've been self-funded this whole time that I've been an artist, and I mentioned in my grant video that this year I will be going for my first official big grant, and so I'd like to change that, and I'm working hard to make sure that that changes in the future. However, while I am self-funded, this is a very difficult economic year for me and for many other artists around. Therefore, I've decided that I'm going to use the skills that I have and the diplomas that I have and apply for jobs. I've been applying. I've been getting some interviews, but nothing yet. And so I've applied throughout the summer, but this week I was like, okay, I need to get a job. So that's what I will be working on. I find it very interesting that I'm going to continue doing the YouTube in conjunction with doing a full-time job, but I really need to have that peace of mind and be able to pay my bills. And after, I will worry about everything else. And so I know that as artists, a lot of times it really sucks to have to do multiple things. I don't know if you can hear the crickets, they're going crazy today. But right now, this is the position I'm in, and I'm not going to even start being like, oh, why? I need cash, I need to go get a job. And finally, I did something which I was very proud of. So I've been posting 3 times a week, right? So the first post is a talking head. The second post is like something that I'm giving advice on. Okay, I guess also a talking head now that I think about it. And then the third post is this update of the week. So I'm just like, okay, cool. But then recently I was also like, I have a lot of videos that I put on Reels, and also I would like to show a little bit more of the process. Not the process of drawing, but the process of things that I'm doing, like I said. And so I was like, let me try a reel on Thursdays instead of doing 3 full videos, which is very long and a difficult process to edit, but still, I was still doing it, and that's fine. And I might go back to that. And so I posted a reel, and on Thursday, and within like an hour, there were like 3 views, including, again, my husband. And I was like, oh my God, we're not gonna do this. And then I was kind of like, I went to do some research. I asked Claude also, like, is this normal? And I just like started to get deep into it, and I wanted to remove it, which I have done in the past if something didn't work well. But I just said, if I remove it, and then it will not be in the schedule that I said that it is, like, it won't be me posting on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and Sundays. And even though I could have posted later, it was already kind of late at the time that I had posted. So I was kind of like, now it's going to be on Fridays. And I know it doesn't matter, but it matters to me because I really want to build this my way, and I really want to be consistent in the way that I do it, and in order to see what the results are. And so I decided to leave it. And it kind of gave me stress, and it kind of gave me pause. I talked to my husband about it. He was kind of like, well, remove it if you're really annoyed by it or if you hate it. And still I was like, no, I think I will leave it. I will leave it at least until tomorrow. And now it has like 230 views, which is not a lot because like people be getting hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions of views. But I also refuse to do things like testing how these postcards work on. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's not my work. That's not the artist that I am. And if people do that, that's good for them, but that's not what I do. So I was kind of like, I will continue to do what it is that I do. And it had 230 views, which was not a lot, but it still told me that I'm going to continue to post because it was showing it to at least 230 people. I know the subject. I wasn't sure about the hashtags because it is printing a silkscreen on ceramics, which is not something that's very sought after on YouTube in general. But still, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad that I'm doing the things that I set out to do with this YouTube channel. Next week, I will be announcing it. I think I had said that last week, but I didn't do it this week. So next week, I will be announcing it on Instagram and see if there's a movement. And then I'm getting close to 2 months of posting 3 times a week. And when I get to that point, I will do a video and let you know how it's been and like what I've learned at this point. Because now it's kind of like still early. I know that the algorithm is just trying to figure out what it is that I do. And the numbers are small, but I don't care. I'm having a very good time. I'm very proud of myself for this. And I'm very proud that I'm continuing it. And I'm very proud that I continue to do the updates. My husband purchased a small camera yesterday as for himself, but I know that it was also for me to use. And I was talking to him about it and showing him all the different ones. And he just happened to purchase one. So I was like, and he just was like, look at the camera. So I have an idea of a series that I'm going to do with it. And so I'm very excited. I think from the first time that I did YouTube until now, there's been a click in my mind where it's just, I don't care how people are going to perceive me. I know that was what was stopping me for the longest time, because I perceive others, but I don't care. Like, I have to do this. I'm very happy to be doing this. I'm very happy to be expressing myself on camera. I'm very happy to have this corner of the internet be my advice and my things. And even this week, somebody commented that they had just seen me and that, they saw my update last week about, posting 3 times a week. And they gave me nice words of encouragement. And I just said, you know what, this is what it is. It's going to take the time it takes. And I've already put it out in the world that I want this to be successful. I want my career to be successful. Therefore, I have to do the things that I have to do for my career and show up for myself and show up for my art and show up for my dreams. And so that's what I'm doing. And so this was my update. There's nothing else. Oh, one last thing. I am preparing a series on cyanotypes. I'm super excited. So the next few weeks, you'll be seeing more cyanotype content, but also because I'm going to be coming out with a collection of cyanotypes for the holidays. And so I will show the whole process. Okay, that is it for real. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it. Also, please follow me so that I can continue to grow and become internet rich. And that's it. If you have any comments, let me know. Let me know what you're working on. And I hope you have a great week, and I will see you soon. Okay? Bye.